Jeff Kozatek is the engine behind this project. He wrote the story, he produced it, and he is the lead actor. He asked me to direct because he can't wear every single hat, and I have a long history of collaboration with Jeff, and I was more than happy to do it when he asked me.
For the Masked film series to work, it was all about hiring good people that knew what they were doing, making sure they understood the vision and just letting them go. David's just a really good director in that when he's on set, he's very calm and collected. It's not a high anxiety set. He knows exactly what he wants and he sets it up and makes it happen.
Primarily, it's the same crew that has been working on part 1, 2, and now 3. It's been a great experience because everybody's working together, everybody seems to be on the same page, and there's solid communication, and really it's because of everybody's devotion to Jeff and his devotion to this project. And when you've got one person who really believes in what they're doing, it's easy for everyone else to fall in. I first met Ryan on part 1, and he was a DP for part 1, part 2, and now part 3. And it's been great. It's very simple. We go out and we're able to make it work. Everything has been smooth and easy.
I'm thrilled that I've been able to work with him on all 3 films over the last 2 years so that each one has that same feel and same look about it.
Running through the woods with a heavy camera is never been easy. So that was a little bit of a challenge, but I think it's going to turn out great. So I think we got it.
Mask Part 3, Freedom, is all about presenting a third response to pain. In Part 1, we talk about how people deny that it's there. In Part 2, we talk about what happens when you identify by it. In Part 3, we want to offer up a third response, and that's one of forgiveness and redemption. You know, what that leads to when you can love yourself and you can love other people in the midst of pain and see yourself as more than your mistakes, more than what's happened to you.
He's finding himself in the company of people who are accepting of him regardless of whatever mask he might be wearing, and because he's surrounded by this acceptance, he doesn't have to wear a mask anymore.
The ones that have taken off the masks are the ones who have found that they don't need to either bear the scars of their pain out loud or cover the scars of their pain with something artificial. And so those who are not masked in this movie are the ones who are truly free to be themselves.
As a performer and as a certified life coach, I keep running into people that define themselves by their mistakes and what's happened to them, all over the place. It doesn't matter how much money they make or where they live or the color of their skin or what they believe. Everybody's dealing with the same stuff. And so the idea behind the Mask film is to present this message that we don't have to run away from it. We don't have to define ourselves by it, but we can actually forgive ourselves and we can forgive other people.
It's a very poetic piece, and it's almost like explaining what you should get from a poem. It's open to interpretation, and it's more of a feeling that really can't be described with words.
With there being no dialogue, I guess what we attempted to do was, use creative angles, kind of portray the image and the vision of the film, but we didn't go crazy with it. There's not a lot of super wide, from the ground, stuff like that. Wanted to keep it as realistic as possible.
I wanted it to be accessible to everybody, no matter what language they spoke. And I wanted to tell a human story that would be able to cross, language boundaries, could cross, countries, could go all over the world, and you could still watch it and still connect with the human story behind it.